hello. I know it's been a while since I have done a talkie-talkie video, but that doesn't really matter. I'll do my intro later. Anyways, hello. I'm going to be doing a very badly put together Homestuck recap with my two of my greatest friends, NK Surge and Gachuga.
Hi.
Hi.
Before I continue, feel free to plug anything you guys want to say.
Twitch.tv/noble_knight_surge.
Since the same beginning is just slash Gachuga with the 0, lowercase g and 0.
And just in case there's any confusion, I will also be putting them up on screen right now.
Also, youtube.com/@nksurge.
So, really quick preface on this. I last read Homestuck when the finale came out in like 2015/2016.
Really? You don't reread the entirety of Homestuck every cake day like a real fan?
Bro!
What the fuck?
You have to remember that Homestuck is one of the longest works of like English literature.
Yeah, and every true fan rereads it from start to finish on cake day.
Oh, in case you don't know, Cake Day is 4/13.
I have no idea what I'm talking about, by the way, chat. One of my exes celebrated Cake Day, and that's my extent with Cake Day.
So, a bit of a, what's the word for it? Disclaimer, Homestuck has a lot of time travel, multiple characters, multiple timelines, different universes, and kind of multiples of the same character, but like they're different characters.
This is showing like in FNAF what Scarlett said. If you qualify for these FNAF project, everything is canon. Only attention.
Yeah, something like that.
So, the issue with Homestuck, and I will completely agree with this, is that it is a very hard thing to get into, because like the first like a lot of stuff is happening through the acts, but like I'll go ahead and put it on screen right now what an average page looks like, and it's just tons and tons of text that's kind of like weirdly spaced, and then like a picture, and then like very little. It's very hard to get into. I think the reason it was able to get popular when it did is because there was just the perfect amount of internet teenagers and tweens who had nothing better to do and had all the time in their hands to like sit through this.
Teenagers and tweens?
I was a tween when I got into it. I was 12.
Oh.
You guys have never heard of tween before? What the fuck?
No.
I was so confused. I said tween. I was like, does it mean tweakers or something?
I also thought something like that.
I've never heard of that before.
You know what I was watching on Newgrounds instead of Homestuck? Super Mario Bros. Z.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I told Surge this before, Chuga, but Homestuck has crashed Newgrounds multiple times. Because some of the updates were released on Newgrounds. And it just broke the site. So, without further ado, let's begin. At the very, very core of it, Homestuck is about a group of 4 13-year-old kids who
celebrating one guy's birthday party.
And they play a game that destroys their universe.
Some fucking plot or some shit, bro.
Fucking Persona. Start of the game, save cat from tree. Last mission, kill God.
Yes. That's a good way to do. I've also seen it compared to Zathura, the Jumanji ripoff.
Oh, fuck you.
They're technically the same world.
Yes, and they're in space, so it's cooler.
That's so funny.
That movie gave me nightmares as a kid.
That's so funny. That's why the selling point of Zathura is it's just not like magic, but space.
Hell yeah, dude. I actually have the Zathura board game. God.
Wait, did it have the actual like little thingy that like zoom that zoomed around the board?
Yes.
Oh!
A little spaceship.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it didn't move like on its own.
Aww.
But you put your spaceships on, and on your turn, I think you were supposed to hit a button, and depending on how much you roll, you would press that button that many times, and it would move your space forward.
That is honestly really cool. What the fuck?
Yeah, my little cousin fucking got mad one day, and we lost pieces.
I
because
bet
of
it's
that.
expensive as hell now.
Yeah, and I'm sad.
So, to elaborate on that basic concept, you start the story with John Egbert, who is turning 13 years old. He and his friends basically signed up for a new video game that was coming out called Spurb. And it's like the beta release.
Sperm?
Spurb. S-B-U-R-B.
Bourbon.
Spurb. And what essentially it is like, it's a video game. We're gonna get to play a new video game, guys. Isn't that sick as hell? And so they start playing the game, and immediately it becomes clear something weird is up. Because, so you know how you have, like, servers, and you have, like, a client and a host server?
No.
Yeah.
So the way that it works is John starts the game as a client, and one of his friends, because again, playing with 4 people, Rose Lalonde, she is his host server. So what this means in the context of the game is she can manipulate his physical surroundings. So she can go ahead and just go ahead and move stuff around in his house and everything, change the setup, all that stuff, you know? And gradually, as they're doing this, they start to notice a timer appears. And when they look at the timer and they look outside, they see a comet is coming for John's house. And they find out that a comet is coming towards each of their houses as they load the game. So after that,
I recall reading that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Getting a personalized drone strike.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Aimed directly at you. So
Everyone's getting a nuke via the Aboromon delivery service.
Obama heard that they were playing something. He's like, all right.
Time to hit him. It's funny you mention that because Obama's a character in this.
Obama?
Is this the Obama?
So after that, we get gradually introduced to all the kids, and basically all the kids kind of have a gimmick. So the first kid, John Egbert, he's really big into 80s stuff, and his thing is Nicolas Cage and Ghostbusters. And his dad is kind of obsessed with Harlequins, but we later find out the dad thought he was obsessed with Harlequins and was just trying to bond with his son. He gets into a fight with his dad, just trying to get his mail. And then we say goodbye to the dad for a while. So as he's playing the game, and Rose basically puts all of the pieces that he has to do to play the game. And it's an item that
I think you should have explained the fight a bit better. Because if I remember correctly, they're fucking throwing giant Kamehameha cakes at each other.
Yes, John, Homestuck's weird.
Cake, pie, cream pie.
Literally, the dad is chucking pies with the force of a gun at the kid.
You can kind of see that in the trailer, actually.
When they're fighting, yeah. Yeah. Because the dad was basically holding on to John's mail, and the mail is what has the game. Yeah. So that's John's thing. Yeah?
So that means they were already doing weird-ass shit before they even started the game.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes, there's already weird shit going on in this world before the game, but it's also kind of caused by the game. We'll get to that. So after that, you go ahead and get introduced to Rose Lalonde. Her thing is basically Lovecraft, witches, horror, all of that junk. Her guardian is her mother, who she instead of physically brawling with,
she speaking about Homestuck, and he calls H.P. Lovecraft junk. The irony of
No! I didn't mean it.
You said all that junk.
That just means etc.
You can say tarot stuff is junky, yes, but H.P. Lovecraft and
H.P. Lovecraft is not junk, and is honestly, it's actually a big influence on the lore of Homestuck, actually.
Did you guys know that H.P. Lovecraft's cat?
Nobody, nope. If you want to know, Google it at your own risk.
For what was the name of the story? Scratching on the Walls, I believe.
Look up H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name on your own time.
You'll love it.
I don't think you will. I don't know. I'll run your life. You might. Oh, but not junk, but you know what I mean. And she's kind of likes wizards and everything. She's just helping John to go ahead and essentially...
You're a wizard, Uni.
So, when the game started, officially, a portal appeared above John's house.
Rats in the Wall, sorry.
Rats in the Wall.
Sorry.
A portal appeared at John's house, and the goal of what Rose is trying to do, why she has control over his house, is she's trying to build the house tall enough for him to reach the portal. And as she's doing that, he has to fight these enemies as he's going up and up.
She's building her own Tower of Babel.
Basically, she's controlling his house like it's The Sims. That's basically it.
But that's basically it.
Yeah.
She started making a Tower of Babel to reach a portal, aka reach God, quote unquote, in the story.
So that's what she's trying to do. We get introduced to a couple of mechanics. One of these is, I believe it's the captcha log. And it's essentially this thing where you can store physical items effectively like they were in a computer program. So each captcha log works differently. I think it's actually called the fetch spectrum. I think that's what it's called. But you can pick up a physical thing, put it away. But each of these things has like a gimmick on how you get it out. So you can't like get it.
Learn how to code.
What I think is coding.
God, fuck that.
But the one that makes me laugh the most is there's a character later on whose hers is it's completely chance.
You just roll a die.
Yeah, literally. Like she puts her stuff in there and like if she wants to get something out, she has to throw a dice to like decide what she gets out.
Oh, I think I know who.
Yeah, I think you probably know Huku.
To code, you have to like get into Coursera, learn how to code for like 2 months, and then just to get your
Shit out. That's one of the items. The other one is the alchemizer, which basically lets them take any objects and merge them together. And this is how you get things like the Charlie Brown ice, like, you know, snow cone maker sword.
or the pen pineapple apple pen.
Pineapple apple pen.
I mean, I don't be like out of it. Like they make weird ones. They make like a Bill Cosby keyboard.
Oh yeah, you were asking me if I was thinking they were gonna keep it. I definitely think they still will.
Yeah, it's
Each
insane.
keyboard has a specific catcher from his show, and then and there's this.
So then the last thing that I remember directly, I don't remember the name of it, but it's like a sprite creator, and a sprite is essentially like a guardian and kind of like a support for you as you're playing through the game.
Clarify, I think it's something else.
No, it's like just somebody who's like helps you play the game, like you directly.
The little nabbies and things like that.
Yeah.
And the way it works is that
Listen.
So what John does with this is he initially throws a big Harlequin doll into it, so it takes on like a Harlequin appearance. And then afterwards, through a series of unfortunate events, he accidentally throws his grandmother's ashes into it. So now he basically has a Harlequin version of his grandmother helping him through the game. Anyways, that's his like little thing. The first thing she does when she like gets created is she's like, "Hey, do you want me to bake you a cake?" And she's like, "I'm gonna bake you a cake." And he's upset because it's Betty Crocker and he hates Betty Crocker. That's why like I wonder how many of like the actual like IP references they're gonna be allowed to keep in.
I hope
It's
they keep that.
it's an American thing, and it should be big.
I think it'll be funny as hell. So he's trying to work his way through the game. Meanwhile, you get like Rose's side of the story where she's trying to just start her game. And you're introduced to her host server player, which is another one of their friends, Dave Strider.
Hey, let's go! Woo!
Basically, he is like the stereotypical cool guy with like the glasses, you know, the edgelord and everything. He's a big fan of rappers, you know. No
He
surprise
likes
there.
Eminem. Let's go. I don't know
think-
if he ever mentions him by name.
I
though.
don't think it's Eminem. I feel like he does mention a specific rapper, but
He
it's like
does.
a really weird rapper. But his whole thing, like his guardian is his brother who is a really good sword fighter for some reason. And so when the common starts coming for his house, his brother slices it in half. So what he starts doing is he starts building up Rose's house now.
Yeah.
And Rose does like the whole thing. She does her build and everything. I should mention earlier that each of the kids has like a designated weapon, and it's kind of the only weapon type they're allowed to use. So John's is hammer. Rose is a wand. Dave is a sword. And we'll get to the fourth girl in a second. But what he's trying to like do his like, you know, like the fetch quest thing, like to put, I think that's what they're called, fetch quest, the thing that stores your inventory. He's trying to do it. He accidentally yeets it when he's trying to put a sword in. He accidentally yeets it. And it impales a bird that's flying into his room. That's not relevant, but
It happens.
it just kind of happens. And you just kind of go back to Rose's thing. Like, she's getting her thing built up and everything. She remembers vaguely a memory, like, I guess a traumatic memory of, like, going to therapy and pretending her cat was her client. And she still has her cat. It's taxidermied.
Awesome.
I would never take that.
Dude, you gotta do it to Audrey.
No, don't taxidermy, please don't taxidermy your pets. That's so weird.
Too morbid.
I've seen people who turn their dog into a rug.
Dude, fucking imagine walking out at night and fucking just have the standing Audrey there.
No,
Fuck
she changes
that.
places when you're not looking.
Oh, fuck that.
So she still has her cat, and she kind of, in like the sprite thing, she kind of throws her cat in it.
And you wake up one day and it's outside by the house.
She throws her cat in, and she also throws, I think it's an H.P. Lovecraft book, so she ends up with like a squid cat sprite that's like helping her out.
Name is slightly different.
It's the cat's name is Jasper, I believe.
Was
What? Well, it's kind of bad because it's like a ghost, weird.
Put the H.P. Lovecraft book
Yeah, now it got tentacles.
and a different name.
No. It's his favorite story. That's it.
Bro,
Yeah.
The concept author is actually a pretty good story.
I do like H.P. Lovecraft. I think Edgar Allan Poe is more my jam, though. But, you go through that. I'll be honest, I don't remember a whole lot of Rose's side. Mostly because, like, she didn't interest me as a character at that age.
Damn, so you suck is what you're saying.
Hey!
What?
Been like 10 years, bro.
Uh-huh.
But I do remember she finds, like, a weird lab under her house that her mom was in charge of.
Okay.
And we, like, don't know where her mom is. But then we go to,
Dad.
like... Honestly, yeah. I mean, that happens later, though.
Oh,
We get introduced to, like, a whole thing with Dave and everything. And he ends up putting the bird with the sword in it into his sprite.
what?
So it's a bird with a sword in it. Makes sense, right? That's normal.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very normal. So you get through like his whole thing of trying to like help Rose build her house. He does all this stuff. He throws down with his brother. His brother slices the comments in half. Dave is chill. His brother has a weird puppet called Little Cal that may or may not be possessed because he also throws that in the sprite. So we go ahead and get through like all Dave's stuff. Like you see, like he lives, I believe he canonically lives in Houston, Texas. And you have like the comment going towards him. And we get introduced to the final of the kids, so she's the one in charge of Dave's, and her name is Jade Harley. She's a narcoleptic furry who can
My collective furry. What a fucking.
who can possibly see the future.
Uni,
Yeah.
by any chance, is this one of your favorites?
Maybe.
I wonder
By
why.
any chance is it a girl?
Yes. She is my favorite. I have wanted to cosplay her for so many years.
Will I be in her skin?
So, Jade is a little weird because she lives in an island in the Pacific Ocean and therefore has not had much human contact for most of her
What
life.
the fuck?
What?
How the fuck does she even get the game?
We'll
How the
get
fuck does she even have a computer?
we'll get to that.
How does she have internet?
We'll get to that. It's actually like they actually explain.
How does she have electricity?
So her grandfather was like this rich guy who like was taking care of her until he unfortunately died
Grandfather.
in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on an island away from society completely.
That's fine. It's Master Roshi, bro. You don't know how he has TV, but he has TV.
He has cable, dude.
So she used to live with her grandfather until he died. I believe they say he died like 3 or 4 years before the story started, so she's been on her own since then. But like because he was kind of rich, her like life has still been running okay. But her actual guardian is her dog, a white dog named Beth.
The gay dog.
I'm calling him a gay dog.
Because the black dog's also gay.
It's like the dog from South Park, the Stan's dog.
He's just a white dog. He's a white dog without eyes or facial features because it's kind of implied he's a deity. And because she like the way she plays fetch with him is she shoots him and he chases it through time and space. So Jade is, I already mentioned her thing. She's kind of like aware of the future. So
I can see the future.
in a very convoluted set of
I can
circumstances,
see the future.
her future self sent her past self the game. Her future self sent her past self the game for her to play, and which is also what caused her to meet her friends online, because that's kind of how she got connected to the
Fucking
internet.
time paradox.
It's a paradox.
Yeah.
Exactly.
La paradoja de Homestuck. Por Dross.
So, like, she's in charge of taking care of Dave and everything. Her weapon is a rifle, which, you know, is sick as hell. She got from her grandfather, and her grandfather is taxidermied as well.
Taxidermy and I will.
Dude, this is why we need a taxidermy Audrey.
No!
Taxidermy in a wheelchair.
We're not taxiderming the dogs! No,
I said
he-
Audrey, but
he
I'm
was-
down for Bruce as well.
No!
Was there a dog near the rifle with the taxidermy grandpa?
No.
Quick guess reference.
Reminder to editor, me, put that reference in really quick. So, we got all the main kids introduced. Now we can go back into, like, the gameplay and, like, what they're actually trying to do. So while these kids have been like doing all of their shenanigans,
You right?
I think Serge almost fell.
I rolled it.
Why are you holding my Badoo plushie? What are you doing to my baby? I'm gonna no.
I
Sorry, I wanted to take a
you
puff.
up my ass.
I went to take a puff. Sorry.
You know what? This is just as chaotic as I was hoping it would be. So yeah, we're good.
If not bong,
Why
why
bong shape?
shape?
So while we learn like all this stuff about the kids and all, we're also getting kind of like glimpses into what's happening in other places. And for the sake of your sanity, that's the reason I didn't do it all at once. So we get introduced to like a post-apocalyptic Earth for 113 years after all of the comets hit and destroyed Earth when they were doing the game. And you get introduced to this little guy. He's basically, I think he's called the Wayward Vagabond. He's like covered in bandages. He's a black little guy. And he's trying to be the mayor of a fictional town that he made out of cans.
Can.
Can. We will come back to that little guy later. But for now, the main purpose of the game is that Nutros.
Oh.
Is that they are trying to get
To say
to
he's not a little guy.
the little portal above their houses because that little portal opens up to an individual planet for each of them. They each get like their little planet, and the whole point of the planet is for them to go on a personal quest by themselves and, you know, like get stronger and all that stuff in order to face what is essentially the boss of the game. Because you have all these little planets, then you have something else called Skya. And every time that one of the players has joined Skya, it has gotten bigger. And what it is
Gaia the Galloping Knight?
what Skya is the giant chessboard. And so there is a war going on while the kids are doing their thing between, like, you know, the basically light and dark, so like the black and white chess pieces. And every time the kids have put something into a sprite, but like all of these chess piece people have taken on an attribute of that. So essentially every time they've done it, they've been making them stronger.
Yeah.
So going through all of that stuff, the whole main goal of the game is for them to get strong enough through their little planets to make it through Skyanet in order to defeat the Black King.
Wait, Skynet or Skya?
Skya, I called it Skyanet on
Okay,
accident,
okay.
but that you can tell like what it was inspired by.
Yeah, no worries. We're heading there.
Yeah. So the whole goal is to just beat these things. And while that is going on, you're finding out all about this. You're also learning about one of the, I guess you could say like one of the upper, what would the word for like upper generals, I guess, would be of the Black Army. And it's this dude.
Bagra?
Digimon reference.
And he's basically he's very tired. He's not very happy. Because he hates that he's having to wear a stupid jester outfit. Why are we focusing on so much time on him? Oh, well, we gotta go back to other bullshit. Which brings me to another facet of the game is that the kids have a dream self. Which is essentially like when they're asleep, they can still kind of play the game. And there's two sides. There's Prospit and Durst.
So, like, during drop distance, when you're forcefully switched between Riku and Sora, because one of them decides that they have to take a nap and it happens in the middle of a boss fight, and then you're like, no, I was almost done with this boss fight. Now he's gonna heal, and I have to reset. No, but my items don't reset. Why?
You're giving me traumatic flashbacks of that game.
I love that game.
But you're also not entirely wrong. So basically, while they're in this area, there is both Prospit and Durst. Like, Prospit is light, Durst is darkness, you know, so like the white chess pieces and the black chess pieces.
Darkness.
So John and Jade are in Prospit.
Did someone mention the Thorn of Darkness?
Dave and Rose are in Durst. They're not necessarily like, they're just kind of there. They find like information. It's like a way for them to like keep building up their information while they're doing the game. So you go ahead and just, you can kind of see like through their perspective, but the most important thing is that these dream selves essentially give them an extra life.
Okay.
So if like they freaking die alive, if they die alive like in the waking world, or if they die in the dream world, they have like another life they can work with, which is important because at one point, the guy we were talking about, freaking I don't remember if he's Jack Noir at this point or Spade Slick. He has like multiple names based on the timeline. But point is, he's up to some shit and he starts causing shit, and that causes Prospit to go through some shit in which Jade's dream self dies trying to save John. I am like,
that child.
Dead child. Dead child. It's funny because the dream version of her grandfather also has her taxidermied as per family tradition. So in the back, Jack Noir is trying to essentially upsert both the Black King and the White Queen. He basically manages to do so by manipulating one of the prospect, one of the white chess pieces essentially, into stealing the crown from the White Queen. And he kills the Black Queen and King and steals like their items. So he becomes like super like overpowered. And remember how you like saw, you like call them the gay dogs?
Yes.
That's where the gay dogs come from.
There's the gay dogs, hell yeah.
So once he puts the ring on, I'm not going to do a gesture. Once he puts the ring on from, I don't remember if it's the king or queen, he takes on all the attributes of the sprites that the kids have put in so far. And I forgot to mention, but what Jade put in hers was her dead dog. So he ends up like this dog, harlequin, bird, with a sword through his chest. Eldritch Abomination thing. Anyways, we go back to like the kids and they're doing like their thing. They're trying to get through their planets.
And he's gay.
Why do you call him gay?
He is.
Like, I'm not like...
He's into any other boy dogs.
Exactly. He's a boy kisser.
Boy liquor, bro.
Dear Arceus. Dear Arceus.
He's a boy kisser.
Anyways, he starts destroying shit. He basically massacres both armies because they tried to like come together to defeat him. So what he's essentially done...
Huge boy kisser energy.
What he's essentially done by doing all of this bullshit is he's made the game unwinnable for the kids. Because he's already basically beaten the bosses. But now they can't really go through the progression they'd normally go through. So they can't beat the game, and like earlier than this, they start getting like pestered by people on like their social media app that are basically saying like, haha, you guys are not going to be able to beat the game, you guys are fucked. Kind of deal. And like they refer to them as internet trolls, and eventually you learn that they're literal trolls. They're an alien species.
Literal trolls in the internet.
Yeah.
It's a Superman movie with all the fucking monkeys with the fucking just secret shit on Twitter.
Like, most like 80% of them they look like the fat guy from South Park that was playing WoW.
Oh my
I can't believe they brought him back as an Ice Agent.
That's great, dude.
That's honestly fucking insane. So you find out that these guys are literal trolls, and you kind of just like start meeting them one by one, but overall you find out that it's a group of 12 trolls. Like they're aliens, but they're about the same age as the kids. They're about 13 years old, but they use a different numeric system. And they played the game before the kids did.
So is it like that anime thing where the woman looks like a fucking child, but in reality she's a 900-year-old dragon?
No.
You made it sound like that.
They just use like a different age system. So like they go by, because of, they have 2 sons. So because of like how their cycle moves, it's like 13 years is like 3 cycles. So that's how old they are. And it's funny because there's like a miscommunication.
Sorry.
You're fine. Where Dave asks one of them their age, and like she replies like, "Oh, I'm 3," and he's like, "What? Why are you on the internet?"
So pay for it.
So you just kind of find out that the trolls exist in an area currently outside of space, but we or not space, but time. And you gradually find out like how
Yes.
their game went.
That
Yeah.
explains everything.
That explains everything. Well, it's a physical thing, so it can't be out of space, so it has to be out of time. But anyways, the trolls played
But
the game.
time isn't physical either.
So if you're a loss, don't worry. I'm just as lost.
So am I.
It's a mind fuck, bro. So the
It's a
trolls.
mind dorgy. What do you mean?
You.
You're gonna put it as a mind fuck, and there's a bunch of shit's happening just for.
Didn't they refer to that in Pacific Rim when one of the dudes connected to one of the kaijus and were like, dude, they're a hive, man. It's gonna be like a fucking brain orgy.
Did they actually say that?
I think so.
That's
A
funny.
brain orgy?
Yeah, I think so. I may be remembering this
It's
wrong.
called Pacific Rim. I guess you get Rim in the Pacific.
You find out that the trolls essentially created the universe that the kids live in. Because the end goal of the game is to create a new universe.
Okay.
Because you basically destroyed yours. So it's essentially like, hey, you can't go back to yours, so you gotta go through And you find out, like, little by little, like, the story of how the trolls, like, played their game. And then you find out a lot about troll culture, which I'm gonna go, like, on a tangent because I find it, like, really interesting. The trolls are essentially part of a species that is incredibly violent. To the point in which, like, it is very common for kids to just kill each other.
That's just the norm these days, too.
It is ruled by, like, an empress called Her Imperial Condescension. What's also funny is she is also canonically Betty Crocker in this universe.
Betty Crocker. The bitch with the cakes, right?
Yeah!
That's so funny.
But the point is, she's terrified of an uprising happening. So whenever a troll reaches a certain age, they're kicked off the planet and sent somewhere else. So that there's never too many adults at any one time. What this means is that troll society is basically just a bunch of kids raising themselves.
That explains why they're trolls.
So the way trolls are raised is that they are literally, like, born in the ground and, like, have to murder each other just to, like, live and start living their lives. And instead of, like, oh, Bruce, baby, wait, I need Bruce break. So trolls, instead of parents, they have these giant monsters called Luci that are very much still animals but kind of help them survive. Troll society is also a caste system, which if you don't know what that means, it means you're basically born into a role and you can't leave it. And I don't mean like your job or anything. I mean you're born into, like, what ladder of the rung you're in society, and there's no moving out of that rung. It's bad. And it's designated by their blood color. Because, you know, there's 12 different blood colors.
Yeah.
And you kind of just gradually...
Wait, 12 districts? Like the Hunger... Wait, no, I think it was 13.
There was 13.
Ah, shame.
So you get kind of introduced to them
Ew.
little by little. And they're all based on the zodiac signs. Because in canon, the zodiac signs on Earth came from them creating the universe. So, like, I'm just gonna go through them by order. Like, not order of appearance. I don't remember their exact order of appearance, but I remember their, like, actual order. And the first one is Aradia Mandigo. All of their names have 6 letters for the first name, 6 letters for the last name. She is the lowest rung of society, but the lower you are in the ladder, the more, I guess you could say, psychic powers you have. So she's... What's it called when you have, like... There's a word for
ESP?
it. ESP! Yeah, she has really strong ESP. She is morbid as fuck. She uses a whip. She's basically like an Indiana Jones ripoff.
What if it's more like Indiana Jones was a dominatrix female? Yeah, right, that's what you meant?
That's not what I meant.
I think that is what she
That's
meant.
not what I meant.
That is very
Not
much
what I
what you meant.
She's nihilistic and obsessed with death.
Yeah, very
Close, yeah.
dominatrix.
Also on the mark.
Anyways,
In the comments, don't forget to put like and subscribe.
she has essentially like burgundy.
Hit that ring bell as well.
Yeah, do that.
I think if you actually say some specific combination of words, the like button pops
Hey,
out.
please remember to like, comment,
I think it's
and
subscribe.
subscribe.
I think every time you say subscribe, it lights up.
Subscribe,
I think also,
subscribe,
like
subscribe.
too.
Really?
Like.
I think.
Maybe we should say
Subscribe.
like a...
She has like an estimated lifespan of like 40 years. So she's like destined to die young pretty much. Which it probably explains like why she has like
She's 13 and has another 40. That's a bit
No,
longer
she's
than what I...
13
Yeah.
and is gonna make it to maybe 40.
Oh, okay.
She's also
Good age.
dead by the time the story officially starts.
Hey, Poggers, my favorite.
But because like she has like super ESP powers, she's kind of able to still play the game as a ghost.
Ooh.
And she's able to like get to the point where she makes her sprite and she puts herself
I
inside of her
want
sprite
it to
so she can play the game.
go.
So after her is Tavros Nitram. He has like kind of like a brownish orange blood. And he is disabled. He can't use his legs anymore because one of his friends yeeted him off a cliff. He's like the Taurus symbol because Aradia was Aries. And his whole thing is like, with that blood color, he has like control over animals kind of deal. And he wants to fly because he's obsessed with a version of Peter Pan in this universe. And specifically a troll version of the Hook version of Peter Pan. Specifically Rufio from Hook.
How many people wrote this again?
Huh?
How many people wrote this thing? Just one person?
One guy.
So he was just putting this kitchen sink of shit that he liked growing up.
I'm like 90% sure that's what happened.
Yeah, probably.
He's chill. He wants to fly, you know.
Toby
you
Fox
can't-
put Megalovania in this as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's actually we're coming up on the character whose theme song it is in Homestuck.
Let's fucking go! As it sounds
Absolutely.
Undertale. Did you know Game Theory went back to it?
What did they say?
Oh no, it wasn't Game Theory. It was another channel that tried to prove it using actual different proofs and shit. Yeah, but like the disclaimer of the video is like, yes, it's a very dumb theory. Don't take this video serious.
Next is Solok's captor. He's Gemini, he's yellow, he has
She's Gemini.
yeah.
Why is that important?
I've been saying which ones they are.
Oh, it's because each of them are
the
one of the zodiac.
Because they created the universe, so because of that, like, what we know as the zodiac signs, or like in this version of Earth, was created essentially by
okay,
them.
okay, okay.
Because they're the ones who played the game.
Tú no eres el gran patriarca. Eres Gemini. Gemini. Puta madre. Geminis.
So he's a psionic, so you know, like lasers out of
Same
his
thing,
eyes
by the way.
type deal. He was hypnotized by the same friend who yeeted Tavros off a cliff into murdering Aradia. He's the hacker of the group.
Hackermans.
I'm in.
He's the one who found out about the game and wanted to play it until he like realized, hey, this is gonna fuck up everything. We shouldn't play it anymore. But everyone was like, nah, we want to play it now. So they actually knew kind of what they were getting into, but the kids didn't. After Solix's car cat, he was like the first one we're introduced to. He's the one who appeared in the trailer. And he's a Cancer, and we don't like know his blood color initially because instead, like everyone like wears their blood color on their shirt, but his is gray.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because you'll eventually find out he's a mutant blood. So he wasn't like supposed to be born, and his blood is basically just the color of human blood.
So, what's his X gene? Can he shoot optic blasts from his eyes?
He got nothing.
Can he?
He got nothing.
Is he the master of magnetism?
He's got nothing. He's his. You know what his characteristic is? He's angy.
Wolverine, got it.
Next is Nepeta, who I really love. Nepeta Leon.
Is she a Nepo baby?
Nepotism?
Nepeta Lejean, I think is how you say her name. She is a
You
Leo.
think?
Yes.
Leo.
It's like spelled like Leijon. And her thing is she's a furry. She's obsessed with shipping and she loves to roleplay.
Oh, so you.
Why do you think I like her? She's also kind of vicious and a little scary.
So you.
She has like Wolverine claws, essentially. And then she wears a robotic tail to mimic having a real tail. And she's obsessed with shipping her
God,
friend. And she like has like whole things like shipping charts for them and everything.
I need to fucking find your hidden notebooks now. I don't trust you anymore.
And she like writes like these things with like literally ash and blood, you know? Because she like she hunts. She likes to physically hunt like an animal. She lives in a cave. She's a freak. After her is, what's it called? Kanaya Mariam, whose thing is she's basically like a Virgin Mary type character.
What the?
Mitosis?
Jesus was born by mitosis. You heard this all on here, folks. But like, you know, she's Virgo. So, you know, the virgin. That is what that means. And I remember I was talking about like them all being raised by different monsters and everything. Hers is a virgin mother grub. And these are what like give birth to trolls. So when her, like basically a curse gets unleashed that starts killing basically all of their guardians. And she has to kill hers, slices it open and retrieves like an orb that can like basically restart troll society if necessary.
Orb of confusion!
She's like a fashionista and a
Wow, yeah,
reverse vampire. So she does good in the
She
daylight.
spits out blood.
No. She's very good in the day. Because like on like the planet the trolls live, Alternia, the sun is a deadly laser.
She said planet of trolls, and I just thought of planet of the apes, but with the fucking trolls from DreamWorks.
Close together. Strong.
So, yeah, she's a fashionista. She's cool. She has a chainsaw. Specifically, her lipstick turns into a chainsaw. After her is Terezi Pyro, who is actually my favorite. She's a Libra. Terezi has like teal blood. So her whole thing is she basically wants to be the troll equivalent of a lawyer. She is blind because of the same friend who killed that one girl, used that guy to kill the girl and push the dude off a cliff. Her whole thing is that she kind of like, not mind control, but she can kind of like figure out what's gonna happen, you know? Like kind of premonition, but like not full. She's basically
Clairvoyance.
she's basically a daredevil clone. That's basically her gimmick.
A Daredevil clone. Is she also hugely Christian?
No.
Did you
Is
know
there a red
Daredevil
suit?
became a father? And I don't mean like a dad, I mean like an actual church father.
Priest.
Yes, sir.
What?
I know, he's extremely religious. He did the whole Dante's Inferno style journey as well.
Holy fuck, I did
Yeah,
not
you
know
should
that.
check out Daredevil.
I haven't seen Daredevil in years. What the actual fuck?
Yeah, you should watch the movie.
Anyway, she's a lawyer. She has that gimmick. She has a cane that has a sword in it. She's a pretty good fighter. She has an absurd sense of taste and smell to the point she can taste colors. And that's how she uses her computer.
How does green taste?
I don't know. I know she likes red. Red's her favorite. She says that one tastes the best.
Just like Red 40.
She eats chalk, so that's
Oh.
fun. She also has like a
Does
bunch.
she also eat glue?
I think she does actually. I don't remember off the top. I think
An
she
avid
does.
good drinker. I see.
Her Lucis, so like her guardian is a dragon, just sick as fuck, that she communicates through like mentally.
Made out of glue,
You want
right?
you want your Star Wars with that fucking sentence? A dragon.
So, like the dragon is like in an egg still, and she has a weird thing about like basically hanging her plush dolls outside of her window.
Like the ones you crucified on your wall?
Not entirely dissimilar.
They're fine. Just missing the.
I agree that Elflin from Kirby should be crucified.
No, he's baby. So the next one is Vriska. She's a Scorpio. Her blood is like a dark blue.
Oh my god, I'm a Libra.
Yeah, you're a Libra. This is a Scorpio, bitch. You're not. Shut up. This isn't about you.
Oh my god, how dare you? Don't you know everything's about Libra?
Oh my god, don't you know, like, Libras, like, we have, like, this personality that, like, we're naturally born leaders, like, what? Vriska is the one I've been talking about that basically caused so much bullshit to all of her friends. She has, like, full-blown mind control powers, and her guardian is this giant spider.
Oh, fuck that bitch.
So she's obsessed with the number 8. She's obsessed with the number 8.
Oh my god, did you said number 8? That just fucking triggered me. Some shit that Nami was showing me about Florinda Mesa, bro. It's so fucking funny. So in an interview, she says she likes the number 8 because the number 8, it's a bunch. It's like a even number. It is like this, and if you put it to the side, it's the infinity symbol. It's so fucking stupid, dude. Just because she was like, I think they mentioned the Chavo del Ocho. So I'm sure.
Oh my fucking god.
And she was talking about the number, how she likes the number 8 that much.
She is basically a fucking bitch, as you couldn't tell. So, in this world, trolls they do LARP, but instead of regular LARP, they do FLARP, which is fatal live-action roleplay.
That one too.
Yeah,
What
that.
the fuck were you gonna say?
He said ERP. You know what that means. These are 13-year-olds!
RERP.
So basically, she ended up killing like a fuck ton of people in these games. So the reason that the first girl was killed by her was because the first girl sicked all of the ghosts for the people she'd killed on Vriska. So Vriska was like, fuck you, I don't want to be forced to accept what I've done. So she sent Solix to kill Aradia by mind controlling him. She yeeted Tavros off a cliff because she thought it was funny. She blinded Terezi by mind controlling her to look at the sun. And she's a bitch. She is a big bitch. She is also the creator's favorite character. This is a character I'm so excited to see like the discourse around when the show comes out because I just know people are going to be insufferable.
It says pilot, so you're only gonna get the part of the cake, so that's gonna take a.
It's pretty clear that they're going to be skipping around a bit because we see Carcat in the trailer.
Carcat's his name. There was someone I was trying to get to that was weirdly obsessed with Carcat.
This is a 13-year-old boy. What the actual fuck?
That's why I said weirdly.
It's so funny that like this is so big, and I never heard of it until we visit your nana's.
After Vriska is Equius. Equius is I will feel very confident saying is like gross. He has basically posters all over his room of horses.
What angles?
Oh, it's this guy.
The horses.
It's horses undercarriage.
I fucking knew the moment you say girls, the horses are like, it's Mr. Hans type of situation.
He's Sagittarius. He has dark blue blood. He is also very obsessed with the hemo spectrum, which is like the blood caste system. Mm-hmm. So he thinks that anyone with a lower blood than him is inferior. Anyone with a higher blood is like to be worshipped.
I want for that. If they put that guy in the animation, I want them to like somewhere in the background. They have like those progression toys. I hope that they put that in somewhere in animation or something, you know. I would lose my shit because I'm gonna be looking at background.
Just to let you know right now, Showing dildos and stuff like that is okay on YouTube.
If you want, you
Since
can.
when?
As long as you don't show something that looks too similar to the real thing, you're good.
Yeah, that's.
So what's with the robots?
I was getting to it. He is, he's very, very, like, weirdly strong to where he usually breaks anything he touches. But he's also a mechanic who makes robots. He eventually makes Aradia a robot for her spirit to inhabit, but he programmed it to have feelings for him.
Did he also program it with a giant horse
No,
cock?
I don't believe so.
Horse
It's
cock,
supposed to be like a
horse
one.
cock.
It's supposed to be like a 1-to-1
You're all
of
fixated on that, huh?
He is very fixated.
It's very funny.
It's very
is.
funny. He
Because
rips
there's
out the
that one
heart.
song about the horse cock.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
That's so funny.
Are we done with the horse cock?
You're never
Can
done
we-
with that horse.
Can we play this? Can we play this song?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel fulfilled now.
Caballo homosexual de las montañas. Oh, oh. Caballo homosexual de las montañas.
We're done.
Caballo
Okay.
homosexual
Okay.
de las
Does everybody
montañas.
The horse cock out of their system.
You'll never have it out of your system.
Once you go horse cock, you never go back.
You're left with that big hole, but no, yeah, we're good now.
Next one is Gamzee. I don't give a fuck about his last name because he's my least favorite.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, you like Force Boy?
I don't like him either, but he's not my.
Well,
He's
you
my,
like horse cock?
he's my second least favorite. You know.
Okay.
So he's like still at the bottom of my list. Gamzee, I think his name is Makara. His gimmick is he's a juggalo.
Oh, such a cheap ass.
He literally likes Insane Clown Posse.
You sang Lam Jose.
And is obsessed with Faygo.
You know what's funny? I was watching a video this morning about the clowns from 2016.
Oh
That
god, I
they-
remember that.
The Insane Clown Jose pretty much predicted that was gonna happen.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to listen to their songs now to like look into it. But it was saying that Dross he was looking into it. That they predicted about the 2016 clown shit.
What the
That's
actual
fucking
fuck?
crazy.
Yeah, I'll show you the video later on once we're done with this.
What
Yeah.
the actual fuck? Okay, well, I don't like him. He likes clowns. He likes all of that shit. He gets high off of a slime that so trolls sleep in a special slime called Soper slime. It keeps
Yeah.
them calm because they are violent by nature. He eats this stuff and it makes him high. He follows a pseudo-religion that ignores science and focuses on miracles. Next is Eridan Ampora, who is another...
Eren Yeager.
Eridan. Eridan Ampora, and he's my third favorite troll, I'd say. He's an Aquarius, and he is also a very contentious character, but I like him because he's grumpy. He's a bitch. He's very racist by the color spectrum thing. He is basically the troll equivalent of a Harry Potter fanboy, to the point that like the scarf he wears is like reminiscent of the scarves from Harry Potter.
Is it Hufflepuff?
No, it's purple.
What a bitch.
Because it's purple. So like the highest level of trolls, so like Violet Blood and Fuchsia Bloods, are amphibian by nature, so he has like little fins. And he has a rifle harpoon thing that kind of works like a magic wand. And he is very close with the next one.
Did he die to a giant whale?
No. But we'll get to that. He
Did he die
basically kills other people's Lucis, so other trolls, basically their parents essentially, in order to feed to Fefri. And I'll just get to Fefri. Fefri is the fuchsia blood. She's at the top of the hemospectrum, whereas Aradia would only live about 40 years at the bottom. Fefri is expected to live somewhat millions of years.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. She's the same blood color as her Imperial Condescension, and because of that reason, she's technically next in line for the throne. And because of that, her the Condescension does not like her and kind of wants her dead. But Fefri's actually like really chill for troll culture. She's actually like really nice.
Revolution.
She like cares about others. She still has to kill just because of like their species, but she doesn't really like isn't like the biggest fan of it. So the trolls played their game beforehand. And they actually had what would be considered a normal game. They played through, they did all the stuff, they beat their boss at the end. But when they went to essentially claim their reward and essentially reign as gods in the new universe,
Yeah.
Karkat took too long to open the door, essentially.
I remember that.
So Jack Noir basically fucked all this shit up and basically made it to where their universe still got fucked up, but they also weren't able to like really do much in the new ones. So they're kind of like in a space in between time. So they're essentially kind of trying to help the kids actually play their game. Like, they fucked up their game, but they want to help the kids essentially reset the game so they can play it again. And to rewind a really quick thing, something that can happen in the game is that players can go God tier. And God tier means you are functionally immortal. We're introduced to it kind of earlier than this, but every player on the little planet I mentioned each one gets, they get like a special bed on that planet. And that bed is, if you die on that bed, you go God tier. And you are literally immortal. Like, pretty much nothing will kill you. Like, and you have like absurdly strong powers. And with God tier, each player has a title.
I know what could kill you. Jesus Christ.
No.
Immortality may be strong, but nothing is stronger than our Lord and Savior Christ.
Marco Antonio Solís.
Pinche Wookie.
I gotta find a picture.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, dude, you and McGregor.
Time to talk again.
Did you see the? Do you remember the Charlie trend when people were posting pictures of him to their aunts on Facebook and saying that it was Jesus?
Oh my god, I remember that!
Before Charlie getting that done, Ewan McGregor had that done to him because of on the robes with Anakin in Star Wars, he looks all like fucking.
But so they each have a title. There's 12 aspects and 12 titles. John is Heir of Breath, which just basically means he has wind powers and can kind of like teleport kind of shit. Rose is Seer of Light, I believe. And Light in Homestuck is a luck-based ability, so she's able to like kind of steer their luck. Dave is Knight of Time, which is literally just overpowered time travel abilities. Honestly, I'd say it's stronger. I think like against Dio, he just wins.
Nah, he's a 13-year-old boy. He wouldn't know.
He still wins. Just by virtue of Dio would not be able to kill him.
Would he be able to kill Dio though? He doesn't have Hamon.
He has a giant sword.
But is it made out of sun?
No.
What's a son to a vampire?
And then Jade is Witch of Space, and I personally believe she's the most overpowered because when like everything starts to shit and they're planning to like restart the world, the universe again to like get another chance at the game, she literally is able to shrink down all of the planets that are relevant in the game and keep them in her pocket.
After all the important planets in a string?
Yes!
Ah, okay.
And all 4 of the kids hit God tier. Like, John essentially gets, like, stabbed, and he just basically collapses on his bed, goes God tier is the first one. When they're trying to reset the game, Rose and Dave have to go to, like, a special area that essentially nukes them. So, for sure kills them, but their beds are there, so they're able to, like, God tier. And
oh, is that the sun? Alright, let me get down.
Let me do.
And then Jade kind of gets really... I forgot exactly the circumstances, but she gets really fucked up. And Jack Noir, since he has a piece of essentially her dog in him, he still has...
that dog in him?
So because of that, he feels sympathy for her. So he puts her on her bed so she can technically die on the bed and then ascend, basically. Of the trolls, only Aradia and Vriska. Because... like, all of their planets kind of get destroyed when everything happens. So only the ones who God-tiered before everything happened were able to. And Aradia, I don't remember the circumstances, but I remember Vriska kind of manipulated Tavros, who for some reason was still listening to her despite everything she's done to him. And, like, she gets him to essentially, like, kill her and put her on the bed so she can ascend. Here, it gives him, like, crazy powers, but you can technically be killed under 2 specific circumstances in God tier.
But I'm guessing it has to be another god tier?
No, you can be killed by, like, anyone as a God tier if your death is...
Just what I said!
If you're anyone who is, like, no matter what.
Isn't.
You can be killed by someone who is or someone who isn't, or, like, just circumstances. If your death is just, as in, like, you did something horrible and kill you as justice, or if you die doing something heroic.
Yeah, the first one is very...
What is
First condition
justice?
is... Yeah, very difficult. It's very technical depending on the spot. But
From what I
second one's
can
nice.
guess is, it depends on your mindset.
Yeah.
And, like, if you, like, feel like you deserved it. Like, if you do feel like killing, like, you dying is considered justice, even if you're still a bad person. So that's why I'm like, I don't... Like, I think that you'd beat Dio. Because I wouldn't, like... Yeah. It's funny because
No.
No explanation, just
no further explanation necessary.
argument-
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I said so.
Because I said so, bitch. It's like, for
I will
one,
admit that Dio doesn't have a way to kill him, but unless there's a sun or they're in a place where the sun will rise, I don't think there's a way they can kill Dio.
I guess that's fair.
Unless they have what?
Well, you have to remember he has time travel too. He can just like boop boop. Now you're in the sun. Point is, those are the circumstances to the point like John has to do something and he's like, okay, I don't want to die. So what if I'm not very heroic about it? So the kids all god tier and they kind of have to reset the game. And part of resetting the game, like I said, is like basically destroying the universe, but like restarting it. But under normal, this is called a scratch.
Made in heaven.
It's called a scratch, you know, kind of like a scratch on a disc, you know? So what happens under normal circumstances of doing a scratch is that the kids themselves would no longer be themselves anymore. It would be a different group of 4 kids who have to play the game now. And the way that ends up happening is that this group of 4 kids is John's grandmother, Dave's brother, Jade's grandfather, and Rose's mother. And they're the ones who have to play the game this time.
But they're not kids.
Yeah, so basically they switch places. So technically speaking, John would become his own great-grandfather? It's weird time travel stuff, but it doesn't really matter because they find a way with, like, since everyone's god tier, they're able to kind of, like, cheat the system a bit by kind of jumping. They basically move faster than the reset can happen. So for like 3 years, they're like traveling in a ship to get past it. So you end up with a new group of kids. These are called the alpha kids. The first kids are called the beta kids.
Ha!
So you got cooked by the Alpha 1MC.
And the alpha kids are Roxy Lalonde, Jane Egbert. I don't think it's Jane. It's something else. Jane Crocker.
Jane Doe?
It's Jane Crocker because she is supposed to be like another Betty Crocker-esque character.
Like Professor Crocker?
Dirk Strider and Jake English.
Dirk Strider!
Dirk Strider.
Yo, what are we playing? Fucking Capcom right now? Hell yeah, I love Strider.
But I'll get back to them in a second because before like all of that can happen, the trolls kind of have a very bad day on their little comet going through space while they're trying to help the kids, in which 3 of them basically snap. So in Troll Society, they have 4 versions of love. There's Mate's First Ship, which is basically just romantic love. It's represented by a heart because they're all card suits. There's Kismetitude, which is love-hate.
What does that mean?
It's love-hate. It's basically you hate somebody so much.
It's an actual word or is it made up?
I believe Kismesis is an actual word, but I'm not too sure.
What's it called? What's it? What's it?
Kismesis.
Kiss, fall in love.
And it's basically you hate somebody so much, but in this world and for trolls, it's considered a form of love, to the point that if you're like ranting about how much you hate somebody, you might get told like, hey, I don't want to know about your love life, bro. Like, don't tell me about your kinks. You might get hit with that. Then there's Morale Ship, which is basically like sibling love. Like very, very close friends.
It's a term from the comic.
Oh. Moralitude is just basically like very, very close friendship, like brotherly, sisterly love, that kind of thing. It's called Pale Love. It's a diamond. Kismetitude is a spade. And then there's Auspicious. I can't fucking... Auspicious. It's like Auspiciousness. It's basically, it's represented with a club, and it's basically you have 2 people who fucking hate each other, and 1 dude who's a mediator. And that's basically, like, the romance kind of thing. Aridin was in a Morale ship with Pfeffery, so, like, very, very close friends. But Aridin wanted to be, in a mate friendship. He wanted to be like an actual like romantic relationship with her. But she basically refused him because she liked Solix. And Solix was, since he was such a lower blood caste, Aridin thought that that was inappropriate. He was like crazy jealous. And because he was so jealous, he got into it with Pfeffery. And Pfeffery was like, hey, I don't want to be your anything anymore.
Type deal.
So she basically broke it off. And that caused him to kind of snap. Like, and he goes to kill Solix, and he basically blasts him and nearly kills him. But Pfeffery thinks that
blessed.
he has like a gun that's like remember he has a gun that's like a wand that's like a harpoon?
Yeah.
He like blasted him. Pfeffery thinks that he did kill him, so she goes to stop him and he blasts her through the stomach and kills her. Kanaya sees everything happening. She has the orb that's like meant to restart Troll Society, and he destroys the orb and then apparently kills Kanaya. So then he's basically going through the ship kind of like on the intention of like massacring. During that same time, Gamzee, who has the whole thing with like his fucking like weird pseudo-religion thing, gets kind of woken up out of his religion and proved like, hey, he hears somebody talking shit about his religion, basically. He sees a video. And he stops taking his goo that makes him high. So that kind of causes him to be sober and he snaps. And he ends up killing Equius, who Equius was kind of chill with it because he was getting murdered by somebody higher than him and he's weird about that. But Nepeta, who was a Morai Rail, like very close with Equius, tries to stop him, and Gamzee kills her. During this, Vriska also kind of had her issue, and she just basically wanted to kill somebody because, hey, we're killing right now. So she goes to murder Tavros, and she does kill him. She stabs him with his own spear. And seeing this, Terezi goes to stop Vriska, and even though Vriska was god tier, since what she did was fucked up, Terezi killing her was just. So it does kill her. So you had like half of the trolls just die basically in one night. And the rest of them are just like, huh, what do we do now? So that shit happens. But now we're at the point where the scratches happen. The new kids are playing the game while the old kids are trying to get to the new timeline. The trolls all fucking murdered each other. And things are not doing great. But there is something that Pfeffery did. Because the trolls all had their own titles too. I'm not going to get into that because that's a long ass list.
Yeah, it's like 12 of them.
Yeah, there's 12. Okay, you know what? Fuck you.
No, please.
Fuck
please. Please, it's 4 in the morning.
You know what? That's true. Anyways, I'm ending soon anyways because the middle of Homestuck is like a vague to me. Memory-wise.
It's a vague memory.
It's a vague memory.
It's a burning memory.
It's like, because I read the first part of Homestuck twice because I also kind of fell out of it and then I restarted it. But I only read the second part once and I did it like weekly as it was updating. So like it isn't as big of a hole in my mind. I might like do a part 2 to this maybe someday. But for starters, I will get into like the little bits and pieces I do remember of just like miscellaneous lore. So the trolls, their game was a scratch game, meaning that somebody else played the game before them and had to reset their universe to start it again. And the series has a term for this. They're called Dancestors. It's basically essentially like, I guess the best way to put it is like the parents of the trolls, because they do still have parents. Their parents just basically get kicked off the planet before they even can see their kids.
The kids live in a Lord of Flies world.
Much, bro.
They're like, how do you give birth? Nah, I'm free of duty.
I'm free. They don't give birth, actually, so I'm gonna get into this.
I'm lactose as a kid and I'm free of duty.
I can't talk about fucking Homestuck without mentioning the bucket.
So,
The cum buckets.
might as well be.
I'm right, isn't it?
He is unfortunately correct.
So trolls just come into buckets, and then the bucket takes the cum takes the shape of another troll, and then they get kicked out of the planet.
So they have this giant monster guy who comes over, like after a certain. Like,
Does he drink the cum bucket?
No!
Aw.
He drains the parents of their seed, bro.
Oh shit.
So once you're a certain age, but like not quite kicked off the planet, this guy comes to your house basically with a bucket, and you gotta put your stuff in there, and then all of that stuff gets mixed up and then put into like a mother grub, and that's how trolls are born.
Damn. I wish we had a fucking cum bucket, man.
Disclaimer, I may be wrong about something, so feel free to rant in the comments. This is all off the top of my
please
memory.
confirm to me that there's a cum bucket, man.
I come for you. Come with the bucket in
I
hand.
come for, what is he called?
I am
Wait.
the cum bucket,
Being
man.
Yeah, because like trolls technically are bisexual. It doesn't matter what relationship you are, you can always take. That's why he has one for like romantic love and then for hated love. So it's literally a guy who,
So it goes, squeezes the woman and then
So-
squeezes the man.
because of
Oh,
this,
hell
trolls construe buckets as a sexual item. To the point where like I see a bucket on the screen and like one of the
Get
girls is
hard.
literally like blushing and she's hiding it
Oh.
from everyone else.
That's kind of funny.
It's pretty funny. The guys are just a hard one.
It's fucking bricked up by looking at a
Well,
bucket, bro.
You get killed by the thing if you don't don't do it right.
What do you mean don't do it right?
I don't remember specifics. I just remember that thing kills you if you
I
don't do
need
it
to
right.
know, Uni. I wish this upon our world.
You want the cum bucket drone?
Yes.
An Amazon drone stops on the door and goes, please deposit your seeds. It has a camera.
Insert.
That's a camera, so with a mic, you'll hear the recording to verify you put your seeds.
Okay, we have just discussed the cum bucket.
Hell yeah.
You want to know the worst thing?
What's up?
I never construed it as that what it was until you said it, and I realized as you said it that that's basically what that is.
The cum bucket.
Anyways,
Or the cum bucket. I think it's a good spot to end it in the cum bucket.
and I could go on, but we are all tired. So I'm gonna call this a part 1,
No.
possible part 2.
There won't be a part 2.
Depends on how I can get these idiots, if they'd be willing. I doubt it. But anyways, thank you for joining me in this rant. And horsecock.
Horsecock, I love horsecock. Grab yourself a horsecock.
Luchuga, do you have anything to add?
Don't forget to read Cats of All Thirds and especially Rats in the Walls by H.P. Lovecraft.
And look up the name of H.P. Lovecraft's cat.
You'll see it in the Rats in the Wall.
Okay, I guess you'll see it in the Rats in the Wall. Okay.
The giant horsecock.
I think I'm ending video now before we get any more demonetized than we already are.
Hold on.
Oh no!
No, you have to end it on the giant horsecock.
I gotta end it on the giant horsecock.
Yes, we-
Goodbye.
Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the lube and slam the day away.